Congressman Gary Palmer, a Republican, was at the address and he joins us now. Welcome to the program, Congressman, and just tell us, what was the atmosphere like inside the room in Washington as President Zelenskyy was speaking to all of you?
It was emotional. When President Zelenskyy appeared on the screen, the entire room stood in applause for well over a minute. And you could tell that it affected President Zelenskyy. He was quite moved by it.
And Congressman, do you support President Zelenskyy's call for a no-fly zone over Ukraine, especially when you see reports tonight that children may have been killed in this attack on the theater in Mariupol?
Well, what I support is providing them with the means of defense, and particularly the MiGs that are sitting in Poland. I have an opinion that when you're at war, you need to listen to the people in uniform who are on the front line dealing with the enemy when they tell you what they need, rather than listen to people in suits sitting behind desks thousands of miles away. And I don't think at this point that we're in a position to provide a no-fly zone without major escalation. But I do think we're in a position to provide them with the means of defense, and particularly with the fighter aircraft that they've requested.
It seems, though, that the Americans turned down that offer from Poland to get those MiGs to the Ukrainians. Instead, what we have is President Biden today saying that he's going to send long-range anti-aircraft systems to Ukraine and cutting-edge drones. Do you think that that could go some way towards helping the Ukrainians in the air war?
Well, it'll certainly help them, but it's not what they need. They need their own ability to control the airspace with their fighters. And I think given how they have exceeded all expectations of their ability to fend off the Russian assault, that we need to trust their judgment about what they need, and provide them with the aircraft as well as the other air defense systems that we're sending.
And where do you see this going? If the Ukrainians keep up this fierce resistance, is America going to effectively be in a position of arming an insurgency?
Well, that would be my intention, because I don't think the Ukrainians are going to give up their country. I know Putin has this grand dream. He felt humiliated by the dissolution of the Soviet Union. He thought that was the glory of Russia. But I don't think the people of Hungary and Poland, Ukraine, Czechoslovakia, as it existed at the time, the Baltics, thought it was such a glorious time in their history. And they have had 30-plus years of freedom. And they don't want to go back to being subservient to Russia. So I do think that the Ukrainians will continue to fight until the Russians leave. And I would be in the position to support that.
When President Biden said tonight that he considers President Putin to be a war criminal, is that something that you would agree with based on the way President Putin has conducted this war?
I think the evidence absolutely supports it. I think the United Nations should take action in that regard.
Congressman Palmer, thank you so much for being with us tonight.
May I add one thing?
Indeed, Congressman.
When I heard Zelenskyy make his final comments in English this morning, I couldn't help but be reminded of Winston Churchill and his famous speech of February 9, 1941, in which he at the very end, he called on the United States to put our confidence in the British. To give us, in Churchill's word, give us your faith and your blessing, and under providence all will be well. And he concluded with this, that we shall not fail or falter. We shall not weaken or tire. Neither the sudden shock of battle nor the long-drawn trials of vigilance and exertion will wear us down. And he concluded with this, give us the tools and we will finish the job.